afternoon, everyone. My name is Chris Cooper, known as the Channel Guy Trader, and I'm reporting to you live from Wall Street Trading Satellite Office down in sunny South Florida. Today's date is Wednesday, October the 10th, 2012, and here is today's midday market update. I want to first start by taking a look to see how the indices are trading right now. The Dow Jones is down 76 points. The comp is down 7.75. The NASDAQ, the Russell via the IWM is down 17 cents. The S&P, the SPX is down 5.5. And taking a look across the board at some of the other sectors, gold is flat, down 19 cents. GDX up 21 cents. Copper's flat, silver flat. U.S. up 21 cents. XOI oil index getting hit today, down 19 points. Banks are flat right now. BKX is down a penny. And pretty much what we have going on today, we had a lot of sideways chop action going on, as you can see on the screen here. This is our 15-minute chart. All right, and we had this nice little sideways range overnight. That range played out a little bit into the morning as well, as we had a lot of this chop action going on until we finally just broke down. And going forward, as long as we hold below, I would say 1432, prior support, broke down, so now it's resistance on this side. As long as we hold below that level, and then even hold below 1431.25, we should be making our way back down towards 1428. If we break below 1428, then we have 1425, then 1420. Now it is still kind of a range bound day. I mean, because we're still at near the bottom of the range. See the low right here that we made overnight. We're still kind of hanging in that area. So if we kind of chop around and we trade right back above, this could be a little bear trap action. We could maybe trade back towards the top. I really want to see that hold and close below. You can already see there's some dip buyers that have been trying to come in on the 15-minute chart of the ES and pick up some 1430s. On the right-hand side, on our 5-minute chart, we had some selling pressure come in. You can see a nice little volume spike we got there to the sell side, but again, really no follow-through, man. And that's what happens with this market. You really get no follow-through on some of these moves when we break through new lows or we break out to new highs. A lot of these stocks are just dribble dabbling. It shows you have to be a little bit more stock specific and kind of be a little more patient and wait for that confirmation and that tape action. However, going back to the ES here, we have this nice little downward trend line that you could draw in on your chart. Nice little downward channel. You can keep an eye on that going into the afternoon part of the session. Again, if we make it back above 1432 and we hold, we could go back up towards 1435 and retest previous day's lows, and then we'll be back inside this range. So that's what's going on with the market, just plain and simple. Now let's take a look at the other indices here via the ETFs. You can see that the IWM sideways to lower, trading below, popped up, sold off, trading below previous day's lows. Take a look at the Qs, sideways to lower, popped up a little bit, traded lower to sideways, whatever you want to call it, breaking below previous day's low, 67.10. Weakest index across the board today is the S&P. SPY is down to 0.41%. IWM is down 0.27%, and the Qs are down 0.27%. All right, so that's what's going on that end. Let's take a look at some stocks now. We had one nice call out in the chat room this morning. Aside from that, I did a couple of scalps on Yum and Costco. Costco was a tough trade just because it kept on making new highs and pulling in. It just showed a lot of the momentum. The buying on the tape wasn't really there. But anyway, we'll talk about that here shortly once I bring up the chart. Let's start off by taking a look at this CVX, because this was a breadwinner trade this morning here. CVX broke down, set an alert below the low of the day. Once it triggered through 114.19, I got short right here at 114.05. Let me see. Let me check my P&L here real quick. Actually, 114.12, 114.10, 113.97. Added some more, and I covered my last piece of that around 113. 113. Let's see here. 113.24. So I didn't get to write it down all the way to where it's at right now and hit a low of 112.5. But we basically caught this move right here, right? And then I got stopped out with a break-even stop at 114.06. So I had averaged up. All right. So I mean, this was a move. This was a little meat and potato trade for this morning. Aside from that, I basically had a couple scalps in Yum. You could take a look at Yum. Yum had earnings. And you can see this one's just kind of trading like crap action as well. A lot of volatility in these earnings plays, as you guys should know that, and that's why you have to make sure you trade around the key levels off the daily time frame so you can kind of manage your risk. Yum still looks pretty good. I mean, if it could hold above 72, if the stock could hold above 72, it will look pretty good. I mean, going into the morning session here, we had holding above 69.21 is bullish, and you can see it came down here to 69, 69 and some change, and let's see, the low of that candlestick was 69.15, and it popped right back up. So that was a nice little move right there. Didn't catch that though because I wasn't watching it, but definitely we had some nice levels that we gave out to the people in the chat room to watch. And if you haven't been to the chat room yet, the chat room is mywallstreettv.com. Password to log in is smart. Intel, you guys know I had those puts on Intel. I sold those puts this morning for break even because the stock popped up. The next thing you know, it pops up to 22, and then it's all the way back down at 2180. Slow mover, which reminds me, wow, I will never trade a slow mover like that again, whether it be puts or the equities. Anyway, Yum was the stock that doesn't play. CVX, you guys saw that one. FedEx, we talked about this one this morning as well. Too bad we didn't focus on this one. I'm not sure if any of the guys in the chat room caught it. I know that this was, out of all the plays that were gapping up, this was the easiest one that made a lot of coin for everybody that was watching. This thing opened up at 88.5 and traded all the way to a high of 991. All right, so we're talking about a point and a half. This thing went up to the top side with a 2.5 points. This thing went to the top side with a nice move there. So FedEx was definitely the breadwinner. We had FedEx, CMI, CVX, Costco, and Yum on watch. Costco traded like crap, even though it made a nice move, but just couldn't hold above that 104 level. Kind of makes sense because it's making new all-time highs, and now with this environment, people are probably looking to sell. Stocks making new all-time highs. Who knows? CMI trading kind of choppy. Yum had some nice action a little bit, but still trading kind of choppy. All these, all these earnings plays, they're trading pretty volatile. You got to really know the levels and give them time to set up. Usually I like to wait about 30 minutes or so on some of these earnings and gappers plays. So in any case, all in all, I mean, we had one nice trade in CVX this morning. Aside from that, the market's really just trading sideways to lower. A little bit of momentum picking up to the sell side a bit right now. And next target, like I said, to watch is 14.28 on the ES and then 14.25. That's about it, guys. Hope you guys are having a great trading day, and I'll catch you guys for the after the bell market summary. Have a good one.